Step into my shoes, the college years in the life of Derek Lopez from his high school graduation to the present. This is a glimpse at the variety of shoes in my life. Fried potatoes and bacon tacos, this is my favorite food to cook and to eat. This is one of the better memories I have from my time at Texas Tech. We were celebrating Crystal's last night before she had to go back to the Navy. My oldest dog, Bullet, is a Siberian Husky and will be 3 on February 1st. Lily will be 3 in July. She's an Australian Shepherd Blue Heeler mix, and she's the most lovable dog I've ever met. When I brought Lily home from the store, I really wasn't sure how Bullet would act, but he took her in from the very first day and looked after her, and they've been buddies ever since. This is Mr. Charlie Ehrenfeld, my old advisor and mentor, who I still keep in contact with today. Charlie helped me achieve so much more than I ever thought possible, and this is me accepting my award from TCCJA. They say a picture is worth 1,000 words. The board. This was my last paper night at SPC, the last time I would see my name as the editor next to sports. I love hats and beanies. Rarely do I step out without one. This is just a peek at some of the headgear I have. Frances and her husband Zach looked out for me while I was in Lubbock and Levelland. She's the only friend that came to my graduation this past spring at SPC. She and I remain close today despite me moving away to finish school. The news press gave me a chance to show myself and others that I could be successful at what I do, and I really made a name for myself there. When I started out, I was a writer trying to take pictures, but now I think I'm pretty equally skilled at both crafts. This is still the best picture I've ever taken. It is of Kurt Stafford turning a double play against Perryton in the first round of the playoffs last spring. This picture is of the Anton Bulldogs coming out of the tunnel before their game against Meadow 2 weeks ago. This picture is of Javier Saavedra and Fabian Amala making a tackle along the sideline against Meadow. I'm proud of what I do, and I take a lot of pride in bettering myself in anything I do. This is the one thing we really collect. We have over 500 and something movies and TV shows. Skylar and Devin I met my last year at SPC, and I'm glad I did. They're like sisters to me, and I miss them a lot. This is my little bro, Dalton. I met him covering an Anton sporting event, and he still keeps me up to date on what's going on in Anton sports now that I'm gone. This is Trista, Zach and Francis' daughter. I couldn't believe she was talking and walking all over the place when I saw her 2 weeks ago. This was at my high school graduation party and is one of the last pictures I can find of my grandpa Lopez and I. He passed away from scleroderma in the spring of 2010. I think the memory I cherish the most of my grandpa is the fact that he couldn't walk without assistance, and even that was a few steps here and there. But when I came home for Christmas the first time in the fall of 2009, he ripped off his oxygen and walked all the way across the living room and met me in the kitchen to give me a hug. That was the best hug to this day that I've ever gotten from anyone. This is my tattoo that I got as a tribute to my grandpa. It started out as just a cross with his name and dates and a loving memory above it. But I knew before I was even done getting it that I wanted to add more. The wings came next to symbolize that my grandpa is my guardian angel. Then everything else. The clouds and light shining down symbolize my grandpa shining down on me from heaven. And the roses have always been kind of our family symbol since my Aunt Rosemary passed away in 1992. Moving to the inside of my arm, the feathers go along with the wings, symbolizing he's my guardian angel, and this verse, Psalms 91:4, fits perfectly. He will cover you with his feathers, and under his wings you will find refuge, because I know my grandpa is looking over me. Step into my shoes.